Uh, so thank you very much for this opportunity. Really appreciate it. I work with Zulekha Hospitals as Deputy Director Quality. I've been in UAE for the last 10 years. I'm American Board Certified, a fellow with American College of Healthcare Executives, Certified Professional Healthcare Quality, and Healthcare Accreditation Certified Professional. So this study was done in Abu Dhabi with one of my students. It's on family satisfaction with neonatal intensive care units. Uh, so basically, in Abu Dhabi, there are multiple regions. One such region is Al Dhafra region. It's in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi in the western part of UAE. It's smallest by population, and hence, you don't see big hospitals in that region. While the Abu Dhabi Health Services, which is SEHA, has hospitals in that area, in that region, and running hospitals. However, the hospitals do not have tertiary care services. So my student works as a nurse in one of those hospitals as a nurse in charge, and she heard many parents kind of complaining or were not really satisfied with the services. So she brought it up to me, and we've got an idea. So we thought, let us do a small study and publish a paper. So as you can understand, getting a baby home is definitely a very enriching and good experience. That being said, if the baby turns out to be a little sick or premature, getting the baby admitted into a neonatal care where the baby is detached from the mother, from the family, and the family has to run around, it's quite a traumatic experience. Keeping that in mind, we wanted to know what would make these families or the parents happy with the neonatal services. So families who are expected to deliver premature or sick babies at rural experience, they kind of experience emotional stress and anxiety because of the fact that the hospitals that they go to do not have tertiary care services. And here in Abu Dhabi, for the whole of UAE for that matter, the healthcare is funded for the locals. It is funded by the government through a healthcare insurance called Al Thika. Whereas for others, it is mandatory to be funded by the employers. So more than 90% of the healthcare services are funded here through a healthcare insurance. So, so basically, there are four levels of neonatal care services. Level one is we have a nursery where the babies do not need specific treatment. Level two, also called as sick baby care unit or special care baby unit, where the baby would require IV fluids, infusion, oxygen by nasal cannula, and so on and so forth. But level three and four, here baby requires invasive and non-invasive respiratory support, including oxygen by nasal cannula of more than 30%. And baby needs to be monitored 24 hours uh, the uh, by the nurses, right? Intensive care nurses. So our research objectives was to assess the level of satisfaction of NICU services in 5 hospitals. This was done for a period of 8 months. We've taken all those parents who got their babies admitted for NICU services in that region between Jan 2019 to August 2019. Uh, Improve of family satisfaction and community of healthcare service for critical neonatal at rural area, and improve the critical neonatal service by increasing the level of care with smallest population. So that is between Al Darfa region and Abu Dhabi city. To assess the factors possible to support and improve the family satisfaction of neonatal care with health professional skills, behavior, communication, education, and neonatal transfer process, and to understand the current situation of neonatal intensive care in Al Dhafra region with a suggested plan for the way forward to achieve better neonatal care of level 3. So basically, this was our research methodology. It was we've conducted a cross-sectional study using both exploratory and descriptive research design. As I said, the sample included all those parents who had delivered a newborn and was admitted for the neonatal services in a tertiary care hospital. We've used cluster sampling. That being said, we did not have responses from many five of those hospitals. We've considered about five hospitals. One hospital was dominated with more responses. So we've taken a sample of 150, and we've used descriptive analysis and ANOVA test. Sorry for the error here. So a self-administered cross-sectional survey was done among the parents. We've used a questionnaire which included two parts. First part included the demographic information, such as age, sex, education, income. And in the second part, we've included the questions we wanted to ask. So all 150 sample size that we got were valid with no missing data. So the second part, what we asked the parents is, the questions were related to welfare, healthcare professional, that is nursing and physician skills, communication, information provided, education given, and of course, behavior of the nurses and physicians. We've included one last question as an additional part, which focused on neonatal transfer. We've used a Likert scale from 5 to 1 for all the responses, 5 being very satisfied and 1 being very dissatisfied. We've also included an open-ended question which helped families to comment their experience. So as I said, sample size was 150, and we've used ANOVA and descriptive analysis. So this was the reliability and validity. So when we did the validity of the questionnaire, the alpha coefficient for all these 8 items, the second part was 0.7. So our questionnaire was reliable. So this is the first question. So basically the attendance demographics, as you can see, majority of the participants from Madinat Zayed Hospital, probably the reason because this is the most, the biggest of all the 5 hospitals, and there were many admissions in this hospital. Most of the respondents were females, 129, which is almost about 86% of them. Of course, I did not put their nationalities, sex, and income levels and all of that, but most of them were educated of all the parents who responded. So the first question was, how satisfied are they with delivery service and how confident were in the skill of medical team? So most of it, that is about almost 75% of the parents were satisfied or very satisfied in this question. Similarly, when we asked them about the care the baby received from medical caregiver, that is a physician, nurse, and midwife, again, about 90% of them were satisfied and very satisfied. How satisfied are you with information about the baby received from physician? Again, about 85% of them were satisfied and very satisfied. Similarly, how well the physician prepared you for your baby stay at neonatal intensive care unit. Again, about 80% were satisfied and very satisfied. Have the physician told you when your baby will be discharged or transferred? About 91% said yes, they've been informed when the baby would be discharged or transferred from an ICU. Have your baby been transferred to other facility from Al Darfa? So in this case, about 73% said no, the baby was not transferred, but 26% needed care which was not available in those 5 hospitals. So the baby had been shifted to other hospitals. So that was about 27% approximately. How satisfied were you when your baby was transferred to other facility? Now here, as you can see, this is the satisfaction level. He's reversed here. About 35% of them were either very dissatisfied or very dissatisfied or dissatisfied, and about 23% were relatively satisfied. So as you can see, when the baby was to be transferred from one hospital to the other, the satisfaction levels of the parents had dipped. That being said, if their friends were in similar situation, and would they recommend them to come to Al Darfa hospital or go somewhere, most of them said they would recommend. About 85% of them said yes, they would recommend. So the summary of it is, uh, in all of these questions, about 80 to 90% of the parents were satisfied with the care given from the physicians, nurses, midwives, communication, the education, and all of that, the care, the expertise, and all of that. But when it came to transfer, about 50% of them totally dissatisfied, and about 25% of them were relatively satisfied, right? Then we did ANOVA testing to compare. We made 3 hypotheses. We tested that. The first hypothesis was communication or information exchange with healthcare staff was important to parents minimize stress levels, and this was accepted. In fact, this was related to the question numbers 1, 2, 3, and we got the mean level, which was more than the average mean of the total responses for these questions. Similarly, important to acknowledge that staff behaviors and attitudes can inhibit or encourage parenting skills and parent satisfaction with the care. Again, this is we got the mean, which is more than 4, which was actually the for the questions, which was A4, which was related to this hypothesis. So it, again, this was accepted because they said that staff behaviors and attitudes definitely reflect in parenting skills and satisfaction of the parents. The hypothesis 3 was neonatal transfer from rural area to tertiary facility, uh, related unavailable level 3 at Al Darfa. We could not really conclude this, probably because of the fact that only 25 or 26% of the babies were transferred out. So we could not really conclude this. This was inconclusive in our paper. So some of the conclusions, although there were multiple conclusions, I have concluded a couple of them for you all here. The most important determinants of parent satisfaction with NICU care are being able to perform parental tasks, meaning the education and the information given to the parents, the proficient communication of the healthcare providers, that is the physicians, nurses, and midwives, with the parents, good information provision and being sensitive and showing emotional support, because once they need neonatal care services, the game completely changes for the parents. They're more anxious, they're more worried, they don't know what's happening, they don't get enough information, and so on and so forth. So it is really important for the healthcare providers to be very sensitive and show emotional support towards the parents, to be uh, to be able to make them satisfied while their baby is being taken care of in the neonatal intensive care unit. Some elements which needed to be considered to increase and maintain satisfaction, such as being more attentive with parents to parents with very preterm infants and parents with longer NICU stay. So what we've learned from the comments from the parents was, when the baby was new, the parents did get a lot of information and education, but once the baby stays longer in the NICU, the information and the communication levels drop down significantly. And also when the baby is very premature, about 1200 grams or 1500 grams, uh, the level of the level of communication which the parents were expecting was not up to that level. And one of the things they said, we if because the parents would be busy in taking care of and being worried with the baby in the neonatal care unit, they suggested if the hospital can provide services such as nursery or something to be able to take care of the siblings of the baby who is in NICU, would be able to improve, would be able to give time for the parents to give more attention to the baby in the NICU, and would eventually improve their satisfaction. So thank you very much for your kind attention and listening. If you have any questions for me, I would be more than happy to answer your questions.